Hello, watch people. My name is Hector, and welcome to Winding Crowns. There it is, guys. Good looking watch. Look at that. This is the blue dial variant. This is the Citizen BN0191. The black dial version of this is the BN0190 or BN0190. It is, of course, Echo Drive, so it's running off light source of any kind, whether it be sunlight or light bulbs in your house, flashlight, doesn't matter. Any kind of light source will do it. If you wear it outside in the sun, if you go run errands and the sun's hitting it, you're good. Doesn't take much direct light to get that thing going and fully charging it. It'll go up to, I believe, 9 months on a charge. So if you charge it and you wear it for a day in the sun and it's fully charged, you put it away. 9 months later, you pull it and it's still on time. Now, it might be on the tail end of that charge. You might be getting that double click where it's, warning you it needs more light. But as soon as you pull out that box 9 months later, put it under a flashlight, under a light bulb, or out in the sun, wear it, whatever, you're back charged. So that's really, really good. That's why these no-nonsense Echo Drives, people love them. They make so many different styles. A lot of different titanium, stainless steel, divers, dress watches, you name it, chronographs. This is a diver. It is the blue dial variant. It's got a beautiful indices with lots of lume, and it's BGW9 because it does shine bright and it's blue. Real nice, cool blue. The only other color is going to be the pip on the bezel. They decided to go with that light, with that yellow greenish color, like your C3. They did that on the pip. Everything else, the hands, the seconds hand, and all the indices are in blue, which is cool because since everything is blue, they didn't want to get the pip in the mix with the blue and get you confused at night. Who knows? Underwater or when you're asleep at night, you're kind of groggy. No, they gave you that greenish pip. That's the only difference between everything else. So it's real easy to see where 12 o'clock is if you see a green dot and everything else is blue. I like that they did double stick markers at 12 to also help you indicate where 12 o'clock is when you're disorientated in the middle of the night. All the other indices are like rectangles. Even the 12 o'clock has a triangle tip at the bottom of that 12. If you can see, they're slanted. They're like rectangles, but they're more pyramid, more slanted with the points. And if you see, all the other indices also have a point towards the center of the dial. Also, if you notice also the indices at 3, 6, and 9 are slightly wider than the other indices. Of course, the 3 o'clock one is chopped for the date window, which is done in white with black lettering. And I do like they did it in white because from a distance, it's like a full indice on the 3 o'clock, matching the 6 and the 9 and the 12. So I think it was good that they went with white. Anyway, you can see that the indices are a little bit thicker. And then you get 12, and then the rest of them, not that they're thin, the rest of them are not thin either. They're full of lume. The hands, I like the handset, no nonsense hands with the tips at the ends. Just nothing going on with them other than they're thick and have plenty of lume. You get that orange seconds hand, which I like, that has lume at the tip. And then the tip fully extends out to the track on the outer track, which is good. I think that the orange is a good contrast with the blue. I've always thought that yellow with blue or black, or orange with blue or black, or even red, those three colors always do really, really well. But the blue, I think orange is the color to go with. You see that it says Citizen at 12 o'clock. You have your Promaster logo at 6. Underneath that, you have Echo Drive, and underneath that, you have Divers 200 meters. Got that date window. People complain that Citizen date windows are too small. I think I like them to be non-intrusive. I like them to be small, just enough that if you want to take a quick glance at the date, you can see it there. No problems, but at the same token, it's not a huge window that's breaking up the symmetry of the dial. I don't like when they break up the symmetry of the dial. If you're going to have a date, then just make it as unobtrusive as possible, as close to that indice as possible. That way, aesthetically, it just all flows really, really nice. You have your white hash marks on that chapter ring that are all lined up perfect. You do have more hash marks on that bezel insert, which is blue. As you can see, it's blue with silver lettering. You have those rectangles and numbers going all the way around. You have that triangle at 12 with a loom pip. Like I said, that is like that lime green color. It is a subdued blue, which means if you don't really like bright blues, then you don't have to worry, because this is not a bright blue. It is a very dark blue. Only when you're in the direct sunlight hitting it on a real bright day does it kind of get a little bit more flashy. And not really, but it does come out and looks more vibrant. But under normal lighting, it's always going to be just a subdued dark navy blue, almost black in some lights. You have solid end links on the bracelet and solid links as well, with just a push pin type of split pin design, no problem. You have your nice standard Citizen clasp there with the, you got that going over the keeper that goes over the lock in place, two buttons to open it up. Just your typical Citizen clasp. We all know these, but you know what? I don't complain, because they're tried and true. They work really, really well. They're comfortable on the wrist. They're not too thick, so it's, you don't have anything burying on the underside of your wrist. So they're very, not the real thin. They're not going to bend, but thin enough that they're comfortable, and they do the job. I've never heard anybody saying they had a Citizen that kept opening up because the clasp was terrible, because they're not. They, listen to that. Clicking nice, and then look, clicking really good. It's not going to open. As you can see, it's thin enough that it goes really, really well and flows with the bracelet. Very comfy on the back of the wrist. There's your solid end links that go right up against the case, and there is no play in them at all. And I don't know why people love people love Seiko very, very much, and I do too. But a lot of their bracelets, they get a lot of wobble in the end pieces, you know, on the turtles and stuff. And Citizen has never had that issue. They're in there solid and tight with no movement. But Seiko get more love. And why is that? I'll go as far as to say that the Citizens are better built. And they're good looking. I mean, look at this watch. Tell me that that's not a good looking diver. It's a very good looking diver, but yet you say, well, the Seiko have a sapphire crystal. No, they don't. They have the same thing as this. And you can't tell me that's not a good looking watch with a lot of, look at the radial. See how that, the look on the, it's got a beautiful blue dial, and it's got all this like a record, the radial circular pattern on the dial. And then it gets even more so pronounced on the outer. You can see it right there on the outer part of the dial where the indices are. I mean, that's good looking dial. No specks of dust, no misalignment. The alignment is perfect on it. I mean, listen, it's a 60 click bezel. Some people don't like that. Some people like 120, but listen, every notch falls into place. It doesn't have a horrible sound. And then look, lined up perfect. Seiko can't do that. Screw down crown, 200 meter water resist. There it is. Beautiful. Signed. Seiko doesn't sign their stuff. It's the Promaster logo. I mean, nicely etched case back, watertight. Says do not open. Basically let the service center do it. Got the Echo Drive Citizen. It says anti-magnetic on the back. I don't know if you can see. It'll say anti-mag. Diver watch, 200 meters. It's just a good looking watch. Look at that. Read all that stuff. See that? Anti-mag. Divers 200 meter. Good looking watch, guys. Look how for a 45 millimeter watch, it is very thin. Look how thin that is. That is ridiculously thin. Half that thickness is the bezel, and it's not a very thick bezel. 22 lugs. Let's see the depth there. Thickness. 12.3, basically 12. Let's try it on the wrist. There it is, guys. Let me pull out here. Look at that. Good looking, right? Looks great. Let's check out the lume on this baby. You'll like it. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Look at that. See that BGW9 everywhere, and then the pip is that yellow green. Good looking. You see that seconds hand ticking away there? Right there, going past, almost passing the 6 o'clock. There it is. See it? Very nice. Yeah, no complaints on this watch. It's a great looking watch, guys. Anyway, guys, thanks for being with me. If you enjoy this type of content, then please like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel. Hit the bell icon so you're notified of the next video, and hit that like button, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being with me, and remember, never stop winding crown.